reason Intelligible put her in the goo was not because she was being disruptive, was because they kept antagonizing her. And he knew that it would be much easier to let them speak while she was in the goo and bring her right back up and let her speak her piece. Now, Samoa, he said he was going to lie today. He said this. And he said, as soon as you go to speak, I'm going to tell him, your name is Judas, and you a liar. Oh, this is his words. So I just want y'all to know, yo, that boy is a devil. If I ever see.
To be fair, you kind of set yourself up to not be believed through this. Though it is fair for people not to believe you, but it's ironic because he actually is telling the truth.
So let me just point out something that he just said that was just totally disgusting. Why would Intelligible, after giving her 6 minutes, right? He spoke for 6 minutes uninterrupted. And there was one person who interrupted. Just hold on. There was one person who interrupted. It was Rich. And then Intel told him immediately, hey, bro, I'll throw you down.
He never got thrown down, even though he kept interrupting after that. What are you talking about?
Wait, hold on. Intel threw the threat. Then Intel asked her, do you need 60 more seconds? How much time do you need? She said, I don't like whenever you give me time. He said, just go ahead. She went to completion. She finished. And then it was Inkin's turn. And then she started interrupting Inkin.
No, she didn't really finish because Inkin and the Rich were interrupting her even after Intelligible
doesn't make sense.
Down.
It doesn't make sense.
That part? Why are you ignoring that?
It doesn't make sense. Hold on. It doesn't make sense for her to be in the middle of her testimony and Intel throwing her down if he wants her to speak to completion. It doesn't make sense.
It was obviously...
So it's either homie Intel
it was
or
obviously
Intel was acting in bad faith.
Before Intel was acting in bad faith when it came to being consistent as a mod. He never threw Rich nor Inkin down when it was time for Crystal to speak. She was interrupted the whole time.
That's a lot. So Inkin even told Rich. So just real quick, right?
So she was being consistent, interrupting me, and she interrupted him when it was his turn.
Hold on. Right, Inkin even told Rich, hey bro, just let her finish. So then Rich sat back because Inkin wanted to retort. There'd be no reason for Intel, stand-up guy that he is, to throw her down in the middle of her testimony. She was at completion. As soon as Inkin started to talk about how, as soon as Inkin started responding about how she was attacking his wife, calling her the pretty version of the Bride of Chucky, and attacking his wife, and attacking whatever the hell, she started interrupting. And he warned her 4, 5, 6 times, and she just kept on talking. So even in the chat, he said, I got to put you down there just so you can finish, and I'll bring you back up. This is what I'm talking about, this revisionist history shit. Every single mod.
Revisionist history.
Bro,
that's what
like
you're
every
doing,
single mod.
You're literally reframing what actually happened and taking bits and pieces.
Defense would like to call Intel as a witness, please.
But the reality is, she was getting kicked down way before then, right? So
no,
Crystal
focused on Intel.
Crystal was. I don't see. There's a reason why he doesn't want to let me talk. Let's just keep that in mind. But Crystal was getting kicked down way before she was allowed to even speak her side of the story. It was up until she was finally brought up that she was speaking her side. And again, even during that time, she was being cut off by Rich and Inkin. So that's what happened. And even though Intelligible did threaten Rich, he said, listen, you do it again, I'm going to throw you down. He did never, not once, threw Rich down. That's what happened. So they're conflating 2 different things that happened to support your narrative.
So to be honest,
it is a pyramid scheme. You gotta get the pink
count. It sounds as though he judged Miss Crystal versus judging the men. If they put her down in the goose so that the guys could talk, and then when she got on stage to talk, then the guys were allowed to
self-medicate. You might find results, but those are going to be not advocated for, and those are not going to be reliable enough. right? So you want to have some clinical settings, and thankfully there are a lot of these clinical settings popping up and trained professionals.
And when we're talking about microdosing, I know a little bit about this, clearly not as much as you, where most people, and let's say someone like me, 5'10", 220 pounds, a regular dose of magic mushrooms, or the last time I took psilocybin 15, 20 years ago, probably had about 2 grams. A microdose for what you're describing in a clinical setting is about 10% of that, like 0.2 of a gram, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, I think the microdoses are really small, almost imperceptible, but they work on your serotonin receptors, and they can create more expansive understandings in one's neural networks.
What I'm getting at is, if someone chooses to go into this clinical setting, they're not going to be taking the standard dose. They're going to be taking a microdose, which my understanding is about 10%. Am I accurate, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, usually you're going to start with smaller doses until you get to the one. Yeah, that's true.
All right, I appreciate that.
It depends on the program, Uncle Steve, and what goals you set for yourself, because
that's true.
Microdosing is more about like daily functioning. Like,
hey, Cora, question, Cora. Can we do the break and then come back? We'll go directly to you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully you're doing your first cup of coffee. If so, grab a sheet of paper, maybe make some notes as always, or whatnot, and we will come back. So thank you all very much for joining another edition of Ask the Atheist. I am your clubhouse atheist. My name is Steve Appel. I believed in God for the first 40 years of my life. I've been...
Loser.
And sell them for full price. So not only that, but the 150 is just to start, so you have stuff to start with, but then you don't have to pay for anything else. And Mary Kay doesn't have to pay for marketing. The only thing they pay for is that booklet. And you're paying them to sell their shit. It's like a win-win for Mary Kay.
Okay.
For real.
Listen, what you need to do is sell Avon, because Mary Kay products are not as good as Avon products. And Avon is the queen and king of direct-to-consumer sales. If you're looking for a great economic opportunity, you're going to want to have to sell the Avon.
Avon doesn't give you cars or trips.
That's not true. That's not true. Avon has... No, that's not... I'm telling you, my mama been selling Avon for 30 fucking years.
Bitch with no Avon card. Shut your ass up. There's no Avon card.
Do what Kermit the Frog says. Kick him. That's how you increase your sales.
You don't want to hear this. This is stupid. But y'all sat there and let them attack me for more than 30, and this is when intelligible was a mod, more than 15 to 20 minutes before I could even get on stage. So that's what actually happened.
Yeah, you're right.
That was Samoa is starting it from halfway point. I was arguing the goo before intelligible let me up.
So she agrees with what I said, right?
No. So once again, Samoa, you're lying. You made it seem like I saw
You're blatantly lying.
You were lying.
But wait, there's more.
I did not talk first.
Intel
There's more. Hold on, there's more. Watch this now. There's somebody in the room that was here a couple hours ago defending her because everybody else went to sleep. And it was her alone fighting against Rich and even Samoa. She's right here. Her name is American. I witnessed it. She said nobody. Since she's nobody.
Dude, I woke up to Puerto Rican like music being played, and then I woke up again to like Rich literally attacking Crystal. So that's. I even have the screenshot when American literally said, "Yo, what's going on with everybody dogpiling on Crystal?"
And she said, "I gotta go to sleep, but I'm gonna defend her." And she did. And she did it against them niggas. And she made that nigga Rich give up. She's the one that made him quit.
Hey, so can I just share just a couple of things that they want to address?
No.
So now
I want you to address what I just said right now.
Samoa, we're trying to reframe everything that actually happened. It's so weird.
Let me frame it based off of a non-biased person.
Thank you.
Good day, everybody. So what I've heard, you give a submission. Prior to you coming in, what Catfish said aligns with everything that she said previously to you coming in and giving your submission. And based off of your submission, where I find the hole is really in the timing that she was put down in the goo, because she said she was actually put in the goo by Louis.
Yeah.
And Louis was the first person that put her in the goo. So if she had been in the goo for that period of time and couldn't speak, then that would make mention of the fact that maybe you forgot that she got a chance to speak after the men spoke.
No. What I was talking about, lady, was when Intel was mine. So when she was in the goo, this was like 30 minutes before that, right? Or whatever the time was. Because I kept on leaving, right? So when Louis became the mod, Tally was still
You kept leaving, I stood in there the whole time.
Yeah,
so what makes you think that what you're saying is what happened?
Somebody please call the bailiff. Because what I'm specifically talking about is when Intel allowed both sides to say their piece. What she did was she went all the way before that so that she could just talk about something totally different. She won't address it. So when I'm specifically talking about Intel, that has nothing to do with Louis. So when I came in the room later, Louis was a mod. Now we're going to switch to the time frame when she got thrown in the goo. Louis was trying to reason with her about how she was abusing being a mod. Everybody was updating him. Tally was in the room. I think Monica was there. Like, there was a lot of people there. And Louis was in good faith. Was just telling her, like, you can't.
I was in the goo before, after he was a mod. Oh, okay.
Hold on. He said to you, once he was updated and we both spoke our sides when I came back to the room.
That's a lie. I never was able
He
to
said
speak
to
my
you,
side.
You
are lying, yo. When Louis became a mod, I never had an opportunity to say anything. That's why I was going to in the chat. It's the truth.
Calm down.
I never had a chance to say anything. Y'all kept throwing me to the goo.
Can I finish? Just
You're lying, yo.
So real quick.
So, about American.
So this is she kept on getting felt to the
No, I just PTR what you were saying in the chat earlier about the dog piling.
All right, cool. But the first person that she claimed that threw her to the goo was Louis. So obviously what I'm talking about is what led up to the point of her being first thrown to the goo. Louis was trying to reason with her about how it is to be an abusive mod. Tally told her that Louis was the graveyard shift mod. And then they kept on going back and forth. She was being super disruptive. She said, I don't give a fuck. I don't care about the rules, this and this and this. And it got to a point where Louis threw her down. And then they were in the chat. And then Louis was telling her, you need to grow up.
She didn't say that at that point, Samoa. He's lying. He is lying. She said that way after the fact, way after when she was given the opportunity to finally speak. Right? But while she was doing that, she was being interrupted. But nonetheless, when she was given the opportunity to speak, which is after everything happened with Louis, was when she said, you know what, now I don't give a fuck about the rules. But she never said that prior when the whole situation was with Louis was going on. When Louis came
into the space once again,
yeah, you're welcome.
Came into the space once again,
Tally said, oh, by the way, I'm giving my Louis because he's a great shit mod, and as soon as she modded him up, right after, like not even a millisecond, I got dropped down to the goo. I didn't get a chance to say anything, so you're lying.
All right, cool. So, lady,
you're lying. It's not an alright, cool. I just want to make a point. I'm with Lady with this one. We need to move on, because if Samoa's not going to be honest, like, what's the point, right? Like, so... Can we have a new topic? Can the mods come up with a new topic? Because this is just weird. No, we can't.
Can I make a public announcement?
No.
This is like killing the room at this point. Just let it go, Samoa.
All I have to do is let it go.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
No, Samoa. Listen,
Yeah, go ahead.
listen, what I'm saying is, I think if we get intelligible back,
Absolutely.
then we can maybe have a
You don't want to
conversation.
do that.
And I think
I
that.
already spoke to Intelligible. He coming as soon as he wake up.
Excuse me?
Having a heroic dose of mushrooms that's what they needed, and they brought that to their, hopefully if they were the ones that brought that to their experience, whereas there's like probably millions of people that have taken psychedelics, and they're experiencing. They don't have to put the name of God onto it for it to be meaningful. So it's what you bring to the experience, and what you need from the experience is what you take away from the experience. So.
Next in the queue, I want to go to Caleb, and then I want to go to Alfonso. And I see someone in the audience. I see someone. Yes, Mello.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I just wanted to mention that I have something to piggyback on what Caleb and Cora I feel like would be helpful.
Do me a huge favor then. Get a sheet of paper, a Post-it, write down some notes. We'll get to you because Caleb was raising his hand first. I then want to go to Alfonso and see if he has anything to contribute. I suspect he does. We'll go to Mello, and well, I was going to bring Adrian up in a minute, but okay. So let's first go to Caleb, then we'll go to Alfonso, then Mello, and I know Adrian is going to have something very entertaining, if not educational, to say. Go ahead, Caleb.
Just to underline something that Cora said, the pre-work and the post-work and the psychedelic therapies is actually more important than the treatment stuff.
I'm not
Integration, right? The goal setting and the integration work after the experience is what makes it a unit, and not just a drug trip, And so the intentionality of it all is really, really key to making sure these are therapeutically effective. And the methods are developing and getting stronger and stronger in the clinical settings, are getting better and better at this. So just something to keep in mind if this is something that you're interested in. This is a process. This isn't like go to the woods, drop a tab of acid, and feel better.
You need expert help. You need expert help.
You need a guide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go to Alfonso. Alfonso has a lot of experience in neurodivergence, mental health, mental illness. Alfonso, would you like to contribute on this topic right now, or are you good?
Just to say hi, and
okay.
I would comment on something. Those of us who are neurodivergent, who have conditions, might not be advisable to do psychedelics unless you're advised by a really good professional who knows what they're doing and has tried it, because it can trigger psychosis, schizophrenia, or some other condition.
Thank you very much. Okay, let's go Mello and then Adrian. Go ahead, Mello.
Yeah, thank you, Cora and Caleb and Alfonso. Your comment was right on point with where I was sort of heading with this. I just want to double down on the second setting that you mentioned.
Yes.
And then also on expert help and guide.
Yep.
There is with we haven't mentioned ayahuasca or peyote. These are other psychedelics. And ayahuasca has when you do it, you have to actually do it with a qualified shaman, not just somebody who calls himself a shaman. That's become popular, but someone who's very qualified shaman, because it's an experience. I mean, you hurl, you throw up, you go through something.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, that is the body's natural defense to the drug, because it wants to expel everything in your system so it can deal with what you're putting into your body. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's right. And then I mentioned peyote. This is a cactus, and it's actually very strong. And it opened up the world to me in ways that were profound and life-changing forever. I will say that integration and reintegration, I want to double down on that too, and the setting of intention and goal setting, very, very important. The reintegration, oftentimes when you do it, it is it's not to be taken lightly, and it's not to be done recreationally. This is not a recreational situation here. This is very, very intentional and important to take it seriously. And then last thing I'll say is what will I say? Let's see. Neurodivergence. This is very important. I'm neurodivergent. I actually take medication for it, and so I have to be very careful about what I ingest and these psychedelics, even at a overdose. So I just wanted to throw out some PSA. Yeah. So thanks a lot for sharing it.
All right. Thank you. And now we're going to go to Adrian, and I don't know if Adrian's going to take us down a cul-de-sac, but we'll give it a shot. Good morning, Adrian. Welcome to Ask the Atheist. What would you like to talk about?
Hey, good morning. Yeah, I think. Hi, how are you? How's everybody doing? I think the psychedelic conversation, there's been going on for years on this app. I'm a big proponent of mixing psychedelic, or particularly cannabis, with coffee and red wine. I feel like that is the triple entendre of ego death, or trying to get to a truth. And I went out on a date with this chick who had done like 100 ayahuasca journeys, and she was talking to aliens. And so there is the danger of schizophrenia, in my opinion, by doing repeated psychedelic sessions with no clear purpose in mind other than just tripping. And so, I read the Bhagavad Gita, I've read the Dhammapada, I've read the Old Testament, New Testament, and if you read the cliff notes of that information, particularly the Dhammapada, which is by Gautama the Buddha, that document can be read in less than 30 minutes while smoking cannabis, having a glass of red wine. If you're an atheist and you read Dhammapada, it's direct wisdom straight from the Buddha. It's not a bunch of stories. It's just straight, hardcore, pure wisdom. If you've never read Dhammapada by Gautama the Buddha, I highly encourage you on a Friday night on Shabbos to drink a glass of red wine, smoke a bowl, roll a joint, have a cup of coffee, read the Dhammapada. And if you're an atheist, you will really question your atheism, because you will see an alternative version of religion or a concept of God which you may not have been presented with because you were born in America. So I would just again encourage you to read the Dhammapada if you're going to smoke cannabis, or the Tao Te Ching by Lao Tzu. The Asian philosophy is essentially self-actualization, peeling away the onions to get to your true self. And everyone here, in my opinion, philosophically speaking, has an immortal soul or spirit. And again, this is conceptual. It's not literal. So many people on this app are so literal, and they don't use the analog, the analogy, or the metaphor in order to try to understand more about themselves, not even about God or the universe, but themselves. And essentially, this is a project management tool for your life to help you get your shit in order, to get organized, to clean up, to be proficient, to be, dynamic, to change your life for the good, for the better. You are a cup, and what you put in your cup is who you are. And then the rest of the time, you're generally leaking from your cup, like I'm doing right now. So this is my understanding of wisdom and enlightenment, or self-actualization. And a lot of people will disagree with me, but if you read a good book like the Dhammapada, or the Book of Psalms, or Proverbs, or Ecclesiastes, or any of these books, it ultimately is always pointing back to you. And the self-actualization you're looking for is in these good books, the Dhammapada, the Tao Te Ching, Lao Tzu. All of these books, whether it's from India or China or Japan or America or Middle East or whatever, is always pointing back to the self. So thank you, Steve. I hope I was succinct.
Yeah, you were. Thank you. First class escort to the VIP. Yeah, definitely not a cul-de-sac, but
And
yes, Cora, go ahead.
That
Go ahead.
particular interpretation of Buddhism was way off the mark. Just gonna say that, way off the mark, folks. Go talk to an actual
It's just one profile's opinion, you know. Yeah, go ahead, Cora.
Well, I mean, there is no essential identity if you really get down to it, and that's what the Buddhists like to lead you to. Hopefully, that's the path anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. We've got a couple of speakers that want to come up. Sick. Good morning, Sick, and welcome to Ask the Atheist. What would you like to talk about? Sick. Going once.
I like to listen to you guys.
So basically, I got shot down, I got assassinated, and I was told exactly everything I said has nothing to do with Buddhism. Thank you very little. She presented no counter argument other than an opinion on what I said or who I am. Typical Cora.
You look good with that scarf on.
Bitch!
So ugly.
See, this is why even like saying my opinion is useless. I should have just read from the Dhammapada.
How you can navigate racism?
That is great.
Come up here.
Hi, Jigaboo. What up, Whoopi Goldberg?
Lordy, my name is Jigaboo.
Jigaboo, what'd you do last night? Did you get your asshole reamed out by some big black cock?
Don't be ridiculous. I was on Mid-Journey and I made my new AI avatar.
Oh.
You like my work?
Have you used Copilot yet?
No, I've used Mid-Journey.
Copilot
What?
Copilot is built into Microsoft.
Why didn't you mod Abby?
Because she's a Jew.
And she's at the grocery store.
Drew's not a Jew. Oh, she's not a Jew. Forgot.
I'm a Jew, Zach.
No, you're not a Jew. You're a Canadian.
Yeah, you don't count as a Jew. Canadians are like non-playable characters.
Yeah. Oh, forgot. Sorry.
I don't know why you guys are downplaying the fact that I'm a Jew.
Excuse me, are you saying we're Down syndrome here? We're not Downies.
Okay, fine. Shavua Tov and L'chaim. Mazal Tov. Do you want to say the Kiddush?
Like Zach said, we're not Downies.
Why don't you teach Zach the Kiddush?
Hey, I heard that.
Zach, do you support the Jewish people in their quest to conquer Gaza?
Zach is a Christian. No, I'm a Christian.
So you don't think that the Jewish people are justified, via October 7th in taking over the Gaza Strip?
Can you leave me alone, Adrian?
Yeah, leave him alone. Leave Brittany alone.
My bad, Zach. I will leave you alone. Let me ask the Jew then. Do you think that it's... Let me ask the Jewish Canadian girl.
In the conversation. I'm just not going to.
That's fine. I get it. All right. Well, then my work here is complete. Abby, let me know. Tell him not to round up at the grocery store. Get all your coupons ready.
Are those transvestites in PTR?
They look like it, right? Actually, you know what girls are saying now? If you look more masculine, you're the hotter model. You got to be very androgynous.
Oh no, that pink one, the pink dress looks like a man.
I know, right? Ugh, I'm in love with her. She's Jewish. Her name is Paige. I called her last night. I called her yesterday. She actually took my call. She's been like ignoring me or blocking me or whatever. Actually, let's call her right now.
The girl in the white dress is literally covering her dick.
That one is Israeli. She's Jewish. But the page on the right says she's Jewish.
It looks like your glasses are too small for your face.
Really? Those are big glasses. Those are and they're plastic. They're not even prescription.
Oh my god.
Why are you wearing non-prescription glasses?
Because my friend Max, this Jewish guy that I know, every time we'd go out, he'd spit in my face. And I was like, bro, I'm going to start wearing fake glasses because I'm going to show you all the spit on my face from fucking hanging out with
How
him.
does it make you feel that you look who would never accept you, and that's what's so phenomenal about you?
Thank you. I'm actually, I'm very happy right now in my life. So nothing can really bring me down. I get the feeling that like everything that horrible that has.
That's a cool story, Adrian.
Thanks.
Sarah chapter with you slow down. So which of these girls are you gonna marry?
I would love to marry the man in the blonde wig. Her name is Paige. On the right, the far right in the pink. She's very cute. She's super special. But I'll tell you the truth. She's kind of a bitch. She's actually a bitch. I will be honest with you.
Adrian, does she know about your views on Jewish girls?
My views on Jewish girls? What do you mean? I love Jewish girls.
He likes any girl.
No, that's not true. I particularly like really nice, hot Jewish girls who are well educated and very nice and come from nice families. Those are called good people.
You want first one. That are so she can provide for you.
No, I don't need a woman to provide for me. I can provide for a woman.
Yeah.
What do you do for a living? You're just on the internet making.
It's a movie.
I'm a project manager. I open and close offices for the government.
What are you eating? What are you eating?
I'm drinking Southern Comfort. I'm drinking Southern Comfort with orange juice. I'm having a screwdriver and smoking a bowl and drinking coffee.
Oh, be careful. Good thing you're a Jew, because if you're a black one, you'd be pregnant right now with 20 kids. Better hurry up.
Abby, it's good to hear your voice. It's been a while. Jigaboo's always here.
I know, I missed you.
What's new with you?
Believe it or not, I did miss you.
That's her. That's Abby. I made her post.
I would say she's got the size proportions right, but no way Abby has hair like that.
She looks like Ivanka Trump.
A black Vanka.
If that's actually you, Abby, you're actually.
Oh, yes, you do. Looks like a black Melania.
At this point, you would just say anything.
Actually, M kind of looks like Melania a little bit.
She does. People actually do call me Melania, but nobody I do like just because of my name.
Oh.
Are you Ukrainian or what? You're Russian?
No.
I'm Ukrainian, Russian, Jew on my dad's side. And my mom, she's German, British, English.
Genocide.
Yeah, the Jews and the Nazis got married and created me.
Genocide.
You're the Antichrist.
That's right.
That's a bit of a Nazi as well.
Gelatinous, how are you doing?
How are you doing?
Are you still angry with me? I'm sorry I can't accept your Instagram friend requests. Do you still have children? Or did the government take them from you and adopt them to a Muslim family?
Abby, when I talk, he deliberately talks over me this fuck.
I'm sorry, go ahead, love. Didn't mean to interrupt.
He's trolling.
I'm gonna go on mute now. Sorry, gelatinous.
That's Edmund, not me, right? I mean,
You're meant to, that's what I said, and not Kitover.
You're thanking Jesus on a Sunday that you weren't born gay and black.
oh my God, I might. Well, I do have to say, I gotta thank the Jews for killing Jesus, because I would have had Sunday off, you know.
It was the Romans.
That's true. I didn't think about that. We get one day off.
It was the Jews. It was not the Romans. The Italians. They just made Olive Garden.
Yeah, the Italian Romans blame the Jews blame the Roman Italians.
Yeah.
It was the Jews that made them do it.
They probably bribed them so that they could skin him alive. But was Jesus really Jewish though?
I heard he was
He was Jewish.
he's a black man. That's what they do.
What was his legal name? What was his government name, I wonder? It couldn't have just been Jesus.
It was Yeshua. Yeshua.
So he went around town saying, like, he went around town and trolling, and then everybody was like, Yeshua was just here, and that fucker just said that the government is corrupt. Yeah, I know, my mic is fucked. I can't, it's the phone.
The Jews. No, when you come back in the room, your mic will be better.
Okay, I'll try it.
I just said no. Hi, Kevin. Oh my God.
Hi, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, I wanted to talk to you. Kevin, I watched a movie you suggested. I couldn't believe it.
I'm gonna be very little anti. I'm gonna be
Kevin.
I'm just giving a warning right now, but this one, I'm gonna be anti-Semitic.
That's fine. Kevin, I watched a movie, The 100 Days. 100 Days in Silo, or whatever it was called, like 100 Days in Sodom or whatever. It was so disgusting. It took me 3 days to get that horror movie out of my mind. That was disgusting.
Hold on. Jacob, are you at your mountain quota? But Adrian doesn't.
No. I can handle UM, and I can handle Danicus, but this one right here, this one's a little.
Kevin's really smart though. Kevin's really smart. He's very smart.
You know, I've never met a Jew who's so triggered, but yet is not religious, and yet is not consider himself Jewish, but yet only becomes a Jew when it comes to political things.
He's going places, Jigaboo. He's technically you, but the white version of you. That's why you don't like him.
Literally using the blacks method of fucking political strategy.
Wow, you hear that, Kevin? He's calling you an N-word. You are the N-word to him, Kevin. How do you feel?
I am the walrus.
I don't think I can.
Kevin, what's up with you in your life? How's your girlfriend doing, Kevin?
It's a man.
Mazel tov. I'm so glad that you guys are going to become lawyers and you didn't buy a house at these high interest rates because.
We didn't buy a house. I'm anti-house now, anti-homeowner.
Wow, Mazel tov. Mazel tov. You're going places, Kevin. You know things.
Agenda 2030.
I'm excited to never have some contractor come into my home and then rape me to replace a boiler. It's like, oh, actually, it's gonna be $11,000.
Don't say that. Don't say that, Kevin. Don't do predictive programming on me. Now I know why Jigaboo hates you.
I think you're so messed up.
That really makes sense.
I just can't with you, Kevin. You're like a disgrace to call yourself a fucking damn kite.
Yeah, how do you call yourself Jewish, Kevin, and have any respect for yourself?
You're gonna pay rent.
No, don't remove him. Don't remove him. You're joking.
Don't remove
No,
him.
you shut up.
Don't remove him.
Whoa, I'm reporting you, Zach. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. I'm reporting you. I'm calling the Yellow Canary Coal Mine Hotline. I'm reporting you, Zach. Super Mario should not be racist.
Do you know what that means?
No, he doesn't.
He knows exactly what that means. Otherwise, he wouldn't have said the word. Doesn't matter. I'm reporting you, Zach. Super Mario's going down. Got you. We got you. We finally got you. We don't care if you're a paraplegic laying in a stretcher for the rest of your life. We got you, and now I'm reporting you. This Jew hate, this anti-Semitism is not permissible. You're being reported to the Yellow Canary Coal Mine.
He's not gonna report you.
How would you rate Solo out of 10?
I'd give it like maybe a 4 to a 6. It's so hard to say. But I'll be honest with you, the final scene where he's sitting in the room and then you see the silent torture through this blurred out it was very special. And so I think the interesting thing about the movie is actually talking about the metaphors or the meanings behind the visuals. I think it's more interesting to talk about than it is to watch because it's like a scat film. So it's like talking about 3 girls, 1 cup, but there's extreme violence mixed in. So from what I read online about fascism.
Bitch, you are living 2009. The fact that you have your hipster white non-precision glasses and you're talking about fucking girls with 2 cups. Are you back in a time machine? Come out of the fucking early 2000s.
No, you're right. It's the Democratic National Committee and the convention happening here in Chicago. DNC 24. DNC. Yeah, he got murdered right when it came out. Isn't that awesome? That actually made the whole thing enjoyable for me because I was like, to know that guy who made that film got murdered, I was like, thank God, there is a God.
He got murdered. He got beat to a pulp, run over several times with his own car, and had his testicles crushed.
So why do you think they killed him? Was it just a random robbery, or was there some patriot who wanted to destroy evil in the world?
So it's highly contested. They actually the investigation reopened a few years ago a little bit. I think one of the running theories is that
there was a extortion effort against him when like some mob stole one of his films or something like that, and he basically said like fuck you, and he like didn't want to like go along with the extortion, so they killed him horribly. But some people also think it was like more politically motivated, that they didn't like that his movie was a critique of fascism, so they killed him. I think it's probably like, I think the truth is probably somewhere closer to like some other bullshit. You know what I mean? Like it's just hard for me to believe.
Okay, so in terms of communication theory, and I believe that all communication is hypnosis. I feel like watching a film like that is a test of one's patience to the highest degree. And so when you go through it and you come out the other end, it's like it's there's no catharsis. It's just it's revulsion and disgustingness. But then when you research the film and you find out that he was heinously murdered right after creating that disgusting film that you just sat through, that's when the catharsis takes place.
But there's a little bit of what would you say? The movie's definitely like in kind of the endurance test category of movie, where it's really not meant to like be enjoyable. It's meant to
Right.
Your limits in order to get a certain message across.
But what is the message though? That fascism is disgusting and despicable?
Well, I think the like obvious metaphor of the movie is that there's this idea of fascist societies that they're like hyper rigid and in control, but really they're highly anarchic because the people at the top are able to do literally whatever they want.
So I recently started working on a new film. It's about a group of white people that fall prey to Black Hebrew Israelites, and they start licking their boots and serving them like 9 to 5, 40 hours a week, and then they find themselves enslaved to a Black Hebrew Israelite cult. And what they do to these white people in their inner sanctum, and the tortures and basically the gratuitous slavery of white Americans working for Black Hebrew Israelites is what the whole film is about. It's essentially the same thing as 100 Days in Silo, but I use white.
It's 120 days of Silo.
Oh, 120 days. Anyways, what do you think? What do you think about my new scat film, basically using white people at the feet of Black Hebrew Israelites in a cult in Venice Beach?
Well, it's so Jewish of you to make that film.
No, the whole thing deals with cults because the movie wasn't just about fascism. It's about essentially cults. I don't know. It's a very crazy film, and I live in Chicago, and the DNC is happening right now, and Joe Biden literally flew over my house in like the presidential helicopter.
I was just in Chicago. I should have reached out.
Oh yeah, I mean, too bad. It would have been great. I mean, I'm thinking that, I've already organized Democratic National Committee events. Like I'm throwing parties, and so I'm gonna try to like do some top secret undercover recording in the same way that James O'Keefe films these people. So I created all these Grinder accounts, and I'm throwing all these LGBTQ parties in Lakeview. I'm sure you were there, Kevin. Did you go to Lakeview? Did you go to Boys Town?
Of course, I went to this bathhouse. It was really gay. There was lots of oil involved.
Wow. Did you go with your girlfriend or your boyfriend?
Both.
Whoa.
We're poly.
Do you guys do a throuple? Do you do throupling?
I mostly watch.
Whoa. Ooh, you're a young man. This is not looking good. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is health, wealth, love, peace of mind, happiness, and strength. I'm going to individually bring down the entire Democratic Party by filming all these senators and congressmen having gay sex with children. And I just want to let all the DNC liberal Democrat clown people to know that once I have you on recording like Jeffrey Epstein, I'm going to blackmail you. And I want cash.
Again, like a typical Jew.
That's very anti-Semitic of you. And that's stereotypical. You're a bigot. You're a British racist.
I am.
I, my brother, I'm also doing the same thing, but to the Republicans.
What do you should invite the Pakistani elite, to like some soiree in New Delhi.
No, it's not Pakistani. I'm just playing my Pakistani card and going to the Republican parties. I'm filming them, gay Republican guys having some fake switch. I'm going to sell the video also later, like you will become rich. I think you and I, we should get together, five-part collaboration.
It's true. We should exchange notes on operations. So, Kevin, what are you doing this beautiful Sunday that Jesus Christ made with his dead body on a cross?
I just went to the gym, and I'm gonna hang out with my girlfriend today. We might go play mini golf or just walk around. Maybe.
Why don't you two read a book to each other and do something useful with your life? Yeah, did you know that these things called books, they exist outside of TikTok?
You like barcades?
Yeah, those are
To
great.
be honest, Abby, I'm in a different room right now with the sweets, and it's much better than this fucking autistic people in here. So you should come in here. Go to the Jemima room.
No, there's a bunch of racists in there. They hate Jews, Jigaboo.
No, it's much better.
No, they platform anti-Semites like Zach.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I know, but you're anti-Semites.
Here, I'm pinging you, Abby. I'm pinging you, Miss Kate.
Damn, Zach, you're gonna let him ruin your room like that? All the cultivation work you put into creating this house, this room, you're gonna let Jigaboo siphon out your room?
Abby, fucking bitch. You're such a pussy. Who's blocking her?
No, I'm not.
All right, well, Zach, Kevin, if you want to join me in the Semitic room, I'm gonna create a pro-Semitic room.
Hey, Peekaboo, how are you?
I'll be back. Well, I won't be back. Join me in the pro-Semitic room. I can't keep hanging out with all you anti-Semites. I'm going to the pro-Semitism. Is anyone else pro-Semitism? You hear a lot about anti-Semitism, but you never hear about pro-Semitism. You really think that that is better than what we were talking about? Yeah, you are a jigaboo. You're such a jigaboo. Ooh, okay, now it's getting good.
That's a man.
LGBTQ, CRT, BLM, DEI.
You know, John, the fact that you have potentials, but I like you, but sometimes you really don't have a theme. You're like a fucking damn diarrhea bowl.
Yeah, I try to be essentially diaphanous. I want to be trans, but I don't really want to be trans. You see what I'm saying?
Don't be a trans.
It's like being trans, but not being trans. It's like having the wisdom and the psychology of a trans, but not presenting.
Sweetie, you live in Chicago. You're gonna get killed. Let's relax.
No, that's okay. I'm on Grindr. I have only verified profiles.
Hey, by the way, no troll. Where are they gonna build the Obama presidential library at? What park is that?
Yeah, it's downtown. They took over great real estate.
Oh shit! I heard it's like a whole bunch of black neighborhoods that be gentrified.
No, I think it's near Hyde Park, which is University of Chicago.
Yes, that's what it is. Hyde Park.
Hyde Park is a very fancy area, but it's surrounded by the ghetto, and so when you are surrounded by the ghetto, you become the ghetto.
Oh, like Harlem.
Yeah. Girls just walk around with like transparent backpacks and their cell phone and their money on display. So when young black men come up to them, they don't even have to resist. They say, "It's right there, just take it." Yeah, they just give it up. And then they run to a telephone to call 911. They have these 911 telephones all over Hyde Park in case you get robbed. It's hilarious.
What the fuck is a 911 telephone?
It's independent poles that the police put in so you could quickly call 911 because there's so many muggings. No, I'm serious. I'm not making it. Yeah, this is University of Chicago security system. It's integrated with the police.
I never heard of that.
I'm not making this up. There's so many robberies and so many muggings and so many people getting constantly robbed everywhere all day long throughout Hyde Park because it's surrounded by the ghetto that they installed these 911 telephones everywhere. So right after you get mugged, you can quickly run to that phone and say, "Hey, I just got mugged," and they'll be like, "Where are you?" And then they'll just like send the police and they'll be like, "Stop, Schwartz! We know you just robbed that girl Madeline. Stop, Schwartz! Drop what's in your hands."
I mean, I heard of panic poles.
It's panic poles. Panic poles, exactly. They have panic poles all over the college.
Is it with the blue light?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're called panic.
Yeah. There you go. See, I never lived down there, but I dated this girl once for like a hot second, and she was horrible, but oh yeah, I gotta put her down in my notes.
Every time I talk to you, I talk about you're talking to a girl, you're dating someone. Are you actually are, or you're just living in a facade?
No, I'm not dating anybody. I'm totally single. I'm going out with hopefully a new chick today at 1:00.
When's the last time you grabbed someone?
When I stooped?
When you
Who, Paige?
Yeah.
No, I want to date Paige. Oh, we should call her. Can you guys mute up and I'll call
Yeah, let's
Paige?
call her. Yeah.
Yeah, call her.
Okay.
Tell her you want to go to a party.
So she has a black bestie and she posted him on Instagram saying he's just my friend. And she's like, I lost hundreds of followers after I posted that. I was dying laughing. I was like, because anyways, he was bitching at her about not wanting to come to his birthday party. Yeah, she's super funny. Okay, let's call this bitch up.
How old is she?
Maybe 26, 25.
She's too young for you.
That's okay. We can be
And
friends.
how old are you? You're like 40, right?
41, yeah. I told her I'm a millionaire. If you can say it, it is not true.
Well, I just have to say, for 41, you do have a nice body, but I don't like the tattoos.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah, straight to voicemail. What should I text her?
Hey, bitch, let's go fuck.
Oh, call me back. What should I say? Call me back. I have... No, just call me back. Let's,
Hey, kinda miss you. What's your number? Call me baby.
Kind of miss you. Call me
Abby,
baby.
why are you not talking?
I have nothing to say.
You're pissing me off, Abby.
Zach went into the other room.
I know. Everyone's in here.
Ask Zach to come back.
I just... Oh my god, you guys are friends with my special ed friend Zach. Hi, Zach. Ahoy, hoy.
Oh, Zach's over there now. How does Zach move around? I thought if you're a paraplegic, you can't technically get around. Some people think that making fun of the paraplegics in our society is too radical of a form of comedy.
Oh my god, the fight of tranny. Fucking transvestite bitch.
What are you doing today, Jigaboo?
I'm probably gonna. Who's? I heard a fucking man in here. Is there a transvestite?
Yeah. Miss Andrews,
Girl, who the fuck were you fighting last night with? You were in the most ghettoest fucking niggerish room, girl.
Ooh.
I was cutting up, wasn't I?
Yes, you were.
Miss Andrews, why are you still talking about yesterday? Why are you still talking about yesterday? You don't have to take yesterday's conversation from the chillism room and bring it in here.
You packed them up?
Oh.
She picked up Rick.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
I blocked him. He was text messaging me like spam links, like click on this link.
Shut up, hamburger.
Did you fight with Rick? Not Rick.
Rich, she's got a wife and kids. He works in oil fields in like Dakota or something. I don't know.
He's an Uber driver tonight, and then tomorrow he works morning with you.
Damn. He's not stupid though. Why were you getting in a fight with him? What were you fighting with him about?
I packed him before, and like, you know how people hold on posse on the side. So like every time I talk, and regardless if it's to him or to the room, he had to protect himself. So this time I just, played with him.
And where did that get you? It brought you here right now, and you're still talking about it. So it's just memories in your brain. Like, what's the point?
I didn't bring it up. Jigaboo brought it up, and I just didn't.
Oh, word.
That's right.
Word.
It's okay, girl. You can never be like me, girl.
See, Jigaboo's full psycho. Miss Andrews, you could learn something from Jigaboo because he's actually psychologically psychotic. He's a very dangerous person.
Oh my god, yes I am. Where have you been, Miss Andrews? I haven't seen you overdose in your fucking ghetto ass room since I leave.
Yeah, I'm in and out. I've been in and out.
I love In and Out. It's such a good place.
Do you get a double-double or do you just get a cheeseburger? What? Oh, you're poor. You don't live in good area then.
Yeah, she lives in the freaking jungles of
They
Manhattan.
don't have an in and out in New York City, bro.
Oh, shit.
I wish.
Bro, they talk about having In and Out when you're 80 years old, bro. It's early in Tennessee.
So where do you get cheeseburgers in New York?
I make my own cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
How you make your cheeseburger? I bet they make them. You make them charred.
I like them very thin, to be honest.
Oh, hey, little Haiti said, hey, little Haiti, we're talking about food. Talk about a cheeseburger and little Haiti appears.
I'm saying it's plain. I don't put that much ingredients in it.
Oh, okay.
You know, I cooked a New York strip the other day. Have you ever cooked, or no, filet mignon? Have you ever cooked filet mignon?
I never cooked a filet mignon, but I definitely cooked a New York.
You know, what the amazing thing about cooking meat is you heat it up, you heat the meat, you cook the meat, you heat it up, and then you eat it.
Little Haiti, do you think my PTR is racist, bitch? Yes, it is. It's a black thing. That's racist, really. Bitch, the fact that all the stuff that I PTR, this is the one that triggers you, bitch. Yeah, that shit is real bad.
Jigaboo. You know, honestly, this hate speech.
Hey, what's up?
You think Jigaboo's picture's racist? It's not racist.
It is definitely racist, but it is.
Oh my.
Why is it racist though?
I made this.
Because is it racist because he has white reflection? There's like light reflecting off of his face, so it makes him look white. I think the white in the face is the racist part. Because honestly, like, how do you go from being all black to having like a bright white splotch on your face? Like, what is that white splotch on your forehead?
Girl, I know what I was doing, girl. Don't play dumb. I'm educated. I know what I did.
Think about it.
Well, I'm gonna change it. It's cute. I kind of like it. I made it last night in Midjourney, girl.
What did you type in? Anti-Semitism, and that's what came out?
No, for AI generated, you have to be very clever with your words because it's really biased and stupid. So to get it to do this, I put generate a happy little black boy with big scrumptious lips with a grinch. Make his skin black like soot from the chimney. That's how you get root. And have his
Those are good command prompts. Very specific. Wonderful.
So,
Do you want me to do a prompt into Copilot and we'll see what comes out?
yes.
So I have Copilot on my desktop, which is amazing, but it's like you'll upload an image and how it comes back with what you upload, there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, it's just like random what comes out of it, but it's still pretty cool what comes out of it because it does make these 3D images.
You have to play with the fine tune because there's certain filters. So I just play around with like which one looks more good for a character.
So
No, I wasn't there. Nita removed me. He was there. No, Nita removed me, bitch. He was talking shit. He was like, why you gonna fight that? Well, I don't remember that. You're being delusional, little Haiti. Why you starting shit now? There, honey. Girl, no, I'm not. I was supposed to be. Girl, you got a screenshot. This is a while ago. Then it never happened, girl. You gotta have proof nowadays. Yeah, I'm waiting. Girl, you playing me, bitch. You playing me. We're trapping up in this shit. You like shy up in here, shit. You was in there, honey. No, I wasn't, honey. No, girl, you're just talking shit, girl. You're just saying out of shit, girl. What are you talking about? Abby, why are you not talking, bitch? You're pissing me off. What do you want, Treadmill? Where's that? He's having fun in the suite. Why did you make him go in there? Let's come back. Because you were being a bitch, because you don't want to go, because you're scared of Wesley, like the little bitch you are. I don't know why. Yeah, well, of course I'm scared of him. He said the most nasty shit. Who cares? You say you're gonna rape some. That's disgusting, dumbass. Girl, like you said and everything, and it's you literally tell people that you're gonna rape them. No, I don't. I'm gonna fuck you so good, you thought that I'm gonna rape you, bitch. Yeah, because they tell me.
So I pretend to be a man.
So if someone jumps off the bridge and tells you, would you do it?
No, that's not the same, dumbass.
Yes, it is.
If some big black guy took his big black cock out and told you to stick it in his booty hole, would you do it?
You really need to fix your fucking... Yeah, you need to fix your headphones.
Oh, I gotta leave and come back.
But no, he said it. He was genuine about it. I don't want to.
With who?
With Wesley.
Then it never happened. I have to have proof.
So I can't upload anything to Instagram because people on this app are so disgusting. This is my latest removed content messages say. It says bullying and harassment and hate speech. It's like you can't even record people on this app anymore because everything is considered hate speech or bullying because everybody's so disgusting.
You're getting flagged?
Yeah, Instagram's algorithm is automatically deleting all of my shit because everything on this app is toxic.
Oh, Abby, what's that app that he should go on?
Chatter?
Chatter.
Oh, Chatter.
Have you been on
I
there?
think he's already on Chatter.
It's kind of stupid, to be honest.
No, I mean, why would I want to go to some bubonic plague rooms?
Are you recording these sessions also?
Oh, I've been recording the shit out of her shit.
My body is it.
And it's exclusive. Do you like her takes now? Now she's you want her to be pro-Semitic. So there you go.
Her tits became Semitic?
I didn't say that. You said start and then you'll be able to edit her tits. I said you want her to be Semitic, pro-Semitic, so she is. What do you want? When are you gonna marry her?
Are you out of your fucking mind? I'd rather go jerk off and go take a nap.
Why do you say that? You want so into her.
That was just a ploy. I was doing neurolinguistic programming
Oh, okay. Why?
to manipulate her.
There's no room on Chatter, bitches. It's so boring.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's talk about it. You remember Nelson, right?
Let's talk about it.
You know what's interesting, Abby, is...
Doesn't know who Nelson is.
Abby, you know what's interesting is when we came up with that think about that, I hear that all the time now. Think about that. I hear that all the time now, and I always die laughing because it's kind of like saying, that's weird. That's what happens at the end of all these clown house rooms. If you've been on this app for years and you've heard every conversation under the sun, that's what happens when a jigaboo eventually runs out of things to say. They go, that's weird.
You're stupid. I'm gonna buy you Chatter.
Huh?
Abby, I'm gonna buy you Chatter now.
Adrian, I don't have any anti-Semitic.
I'm giving you right now, you stupid bitch. Go to your fucking Telegram ring. I give you a fucking link. So shut the fuck up. I'm gonna fucking read this. Go right. Because I want you to have a fucking account, bitch. Just make a fucking account.
Because he wants to try to get some money out of you.
Okay, who wants the invite?
Give them also.
Why don't you just pass out ropes so people can go hang themselves even more than they hang themselves on this stupid app?
Yeah, and how come you don't make one for the Jews, you know?
I was already invited, but I don't need something else to hang out on.
Oh, then I guess I'm not gonna. You know what? It's like I got you a gift and you just like degraded my gift because like, oh, I already got one. Sorry, someone gave it to me. You know what? The gift that counts, okay?
Thank you. If I don't get it,
You know what? Randy was right about you.
really? What did he say?
Ooh.
I just said that to see what you say.
I don't really care.
Yeah, why would anybody care what Randy has to say? Because he's on FetLife right now, probably having a mimosa while jerking off with like a whip on his dick. I mean, who cares what he says? He's retarded.
That's right.
Oh my God, you are Randy.
That's right. See, even Randy is his own worst enemy. He can't break free from his psych. He is literally mental. I mean, he can't break free from his hold on his Greek Orthodox Christianity. It has a hold on him. He's psychotic. He's crazy, and he mixes that with fetish, dominatrix type sexual activities. He's no Christian. He's a camel jockey. He's a shawarma eating little rat. He's barely a human being. I mean, he's lucky he's in Canada. He should be in some cave somewhere searching for fucking, rock salt or something. I mean, he's a despicable human being.
Okay. Did you get all of that anger out of you?
Oh, that's not anger. That's just a critique of that disgusting shawarma eating, camel looking rat of a human being. It's not anger. It's just analysis.
Tell us how much you love Randy.
How much would I love to have the Canadian Mounties come to his office at work at the bank and have him arrested and deported on the same day? How about you tell him that? Because if I can make that happen in Canada for him, I will.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Like I have like no love for Randy. I actually spent a good amount of time talking to me every day. Not like him too much, but anyway. Why do you dislike him so much? He doesn't. Oh. That would make me think otherwise. Yeah, he says this, but then in front of him they're all buddy. Yeah, but that just shows how fake everybody is on this app. It is. He'll be mean to him in front of him too. I think Adrian is like specifically hot and cold with everyone. I also don't understand all of your anti-Semitism comments that retrospective.
Good morning. This is Clubhouse. This is the Bottom Talk, only on Clubhouse.
I like this. You should really do something with your I said it first though.
Honey, I'm not trying to be like Captain America.
Anyways, I'm just saying that Randy, I'm actually trying to help Randy in the sense
By
that
the way, Abby, you were right about what Ron May said about on the bipolar thingy. I just confirmed it with Lou, and he said he did say that, and I told him.
I told you. No, I'm not lying to you about it.
Yeah, I told him regardless, I told him I'm not mad at you, but I'm like I just don't even care. But I mean, I just was curious because Lou was in the room with Rabbi a night ago, and I told Lou, quick question, because Abby and Ryan are having a fight, something about they were talking about me, blah blah blah, but I don't care. But I just want to know what happened. He's like, well, we were talking about you, something like that, and I'm like, how. He doesn't remember. He's like, oh, I don't remember. I'm like, well, did Ryan say anything I'm bipolar or something? I'm multiple. Oh, yeah, he said something like that. I'm like, oh, okay.
No, not bipolar, multipolar. You have multiple personalities.
Well, honey, it's really hard to have a mind like me. I'm like
yeah, but he didn't say maliciously, like I said, but he did say it, So, he can deny as much as he wants. And I told him, I understand I cannot prove it, but when we die, we will get to know the truth,
Now
maybe
like
I don't
Nora,
know, maybe even not.
like a Muslim
maybe
now.
even not. Like I said, maybe even not, but I'm not lying about it. You guys
You're in the darling. You're in the matrix. You're watching.
You guys almost did talk to each other. Yes, we do.
We do talk
We're
to
like a
each other.
dysfunctional family.
I mean, I'm all fine with TikTok memes. I don't care. As long as you don't step the boundaries, and people know my limits and stuff. But when I shit talk, I usually do for bantering and stuff. And usually I don't care, some maliciously. So oh my god, you're a fucking editor.
Okay. Well, let me just tell you, I think Randy was quite upset about the whole Snapchat. I know.
The what?
The whole Snapchat. I know.
Oh, okay.
he tell you that?
You know,
Well, the things that he said back in response, he said some things in response to that I don't even want to speak, honestly, like, we're not nice, so obviously he was upset about that. What?
shut up, little Haiti. We're talking. Shut up,
Said something
Haiti.
in response to that? Yeah. About me? Yeah. What did he say? Oh, I'll tell you in charge. Like, I want to say people.
Basically, don't talk shit in front of him, in front of Diogenes. That's all.
What?
Well, I'm just telling you, Abby, just don't talk shit about Randy in front of Diogenes. That's all.
No, what did Randy say? He kind of like dragged Diana.
It's like, here, listen to me.
No,
It's
hold
like
on.
me.
Hold on.
No, I'm giving you an example. I'm gonna be really quick. It's like me getting pissed off that you guys are like picking fun of me and poking fun of me in front of Travis or Uncle, my enemy, like my ops. That's what he's getting pissed off at. That's all.
Daesh is not his enemy, first of all. Well, he kind of threw him under the bus. Well, honestly, you asked why Daesh has Randy blocked. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Why Randy has Daesh and is blocked, not even the opposite. And he gave you the honest story. But what did he say about me? And I don't know who. No, I don't want to say it in a room full of people.
And no, Abby, I'm not. Cause you're gonna go all fucking crazy with Randy, and I'm.
Kick me from the room.
Positive effects are clearly documented, but you shouldn't be doing it on your own. You need a medical expert. Let's first go to Cora and see if Cora wants to comment anymore. We'll then go to Alfonso, Sam, and Rabbi. Cora, any thoughts?
Dr. James and the...
Oh, Dr. James too. Cora, any thoughts, or are you good for now?
I will just say the other benefit to like getting your medication, your psychedelics from a therapeutic clinic is that they're going to have uniformity of dosage. For example, you said 2 grams, Uncle Steve, like 2 grams of the mushrooms that I'm able to harvest an hour and a half from my house. They're the second most potent cyanogens in the world, and that's a hell of a lot more than like just.
I last did mushrooms 15, 20 years ago.
I know.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful. They're actually looking at like psilocybin content. So in those cases, as opposed to just like weighing out some produce, you know. So anyway, so you do have to be careful, like
weighing out some produce. Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean they're mushrooms. Like, what you can do, you know. So they do actually, you know, standardize the dosages in those cases. So if you're particularly with microdosing, if you're looking for like more consistency, that's a much, you know, a benefit of going through official channels, put it that way.
Thank you. Alfonso, would you like to contribute on microdosing? If not, it's okay. Okay, we can come back. Let's try Sam. Sam, would you like to contribute on microdosing?
No comment. I don't know anything about it.
Got it. Let's go to Rabbi and then Dr. James. Rabbi, would you like to contribute on microdosing?
I'm all good.
Dr. James. Dr. James going once. Dr. James going twice.
Hello.
Hi. Gotcha.
Yeah, so, you know, I think when I'm thinking about microdosing psilocybin or magic mushrooms or whatever, I'm not thinking about someone having a religious experience. I'm thinking about someone who's taking something very sub-perceptually. And so I didn't read the article yet, and so I need to do that, but I'm not really making the connection between people having religious experiences and people microdosing. And there's only I would say limited research that shows real measurable efficacy on microdosing. Not that it cannot be effective, and anecdotally, I have found microdosing to at least be effective at increasing the shimmer in my step. I mean, I haven't done that recently or anything like that, but over my lifetime, this is something that I think this has been around for some time, and it's only now that all these things are really coming to light again, since the laws are loosening up a bit around psychedelics. The other thing I was going to say is that recently,
and so is overdosing. But please continue. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but actually, the interesting thing about psilocybin is that it kind of is the overdose that leads to the mystical experience, and so the overdose is really a very subjective and imprecise term.
The regulating of the program or whatever that was just way too close. So he went 3 steps above his superior officer so that he could be removed from it. But these are the 2 stolen valor claims. And this is why you can't listen to people who are not in the military, because it's like you don't understand that. No. You don't understand that. No. You can't keep up. Wait, one mic on Leafa. Leafa is military. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Leafa. Please, man. Please. Yeah, let me finish, bro. Oh, okay. Go ahead some more. Sorry about that. I thought you were done. No. All right. So these are the stolen valor claims, right? As far as claiming to be a wartime veteran, claiming that these are the weapons that I carried in war. Like that's one of the points that are. That's the point. You never went to Iraq. Points of the same point. No. So there's 2 instances where they're pointing at where he had a point to where he could have cleared the record and he chose not to. Yeah, he was down on this shit. So then when he was a wartime veteran. So what he said was, we should not have guns on the street like the ones that I carried in war. Yeah. Right. So anyways, and then the next instance was. Yeah. Right, and then they had it, and then the Kamala Harris campaign went back and said he misspoke. So that's an admission there in itself. And then the other one was where the 5-star family was sitting there and they represented this guy as if he was an Afghan, like he went to Afghanistan, and he didn't correct the record. He just sat there and nodded, like, yeah, I'm an Afghanistan deployment, whatever, right? So these are the points where, these are the points where, as a politician, he's able to use everybody else's experience to basically pick himself up as being this authority figure. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, Leafa. Mrs. Leafa. Yeah, Louis, that's Mrs. Leafa, bro. White woman. Unmute your mic. There you go. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on talking, like. You sure, bro? Yeah, man, like, this is a lot of misinformation. Like, I'm gonna give you an example, right, Nathan? Like, if you do a DA-31, right? If you do a DA-31, you give it to your supervisor, right? Your supervisor denies it. Does the DA-31 stop there? Of course I'm asking Nathan. Of course not. Because it's a recommended. They can only recommend the disapproval or approvals, right? So so the person that you're talking about, Samoa, can only recommend disapproval or approval. They don't have no underlying, like, no, you cannot stop, you cannot pass go, you cannot collect $200. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why y'all niggas need to stop listening to people who ain't in the military, bro. And then, like, let alone, like, people who aren't in the Army as well, because, like, our promotion system is different from everybody else's promotion system. So, like, then you have to take in the promotion system from back then, right? Because during the time, like, when Iraq and Afghanistan started, the promotion system didn't really need, they didn't need niggas to go to NCOES schools to get promoted. No, you just had to deploy at some point. If you was deployed, you could get something. So, Leafa, I think what you're missing is he said he was never given the opportunity to even opine on it. That he found out when he went to the meeting in April that this guy was gone. He was like, hey, where the hell is Tim at? Yeah, what is he? Right? So Nathan, once again, so I'm gonna talk to someone who's in the military. Right? What command sergeant major talks to a captain at LT about getting their approval shit done? Or even exactly. Yeah, that is true.
That's like
I'm
going to
tell y'all my rank. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I do, and y'all already know what I do. But I ain't gonna tell y'all my rank. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't listening to no fucking LT or no.
Yeah, that's like going to a private and a private first class or specialist.
Yeah, wait, hold on, man. Clarify this, bro. So you guys are saying, hold on, you guys are saying that the protocol is not for him to ask for approval from a senior officer?
But you're not a.
That's not a senior, though.
He's not a senior.
Hold on,
he's not a senior. Ain't it like a command? Let me tell you something. Wait, how about this? I'm gonna give you protocol for some of you guys in the military. Y'all like to watch movies about the military, right? So
I'm gonna put the link in the testimony, bro.
What was that movie with them niggas with the Vietnam, right? And damn, but the battalion commander says the only person that the sergeant major comes to, he only speaks to me. He don't speak to nobody else.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. The first, like, y'all don't. There's some unspoken rules within the military that y'all don't understand, and it's okay. I'm not knocking y'all on it, but y'all talking like y'all know.
Technically, an LT outranks though.
Yeah.
Major, but realistically, that's not the case though.
That's just a protocol.
Most command sergeant majors deal with
majors and up.
Yeah, major, exactly.
And if I can add this,
I don't even know
think that a lot of people don't understand that the military is not, even though we have like a lot of procedural paperwork, it happens every day. People circumvent individuals to get out, to manipulate the system for early retirement. If they can get away with it, that's the reason why people bump shoulders with certain people. Like even now,
especially after 24 years of service.
No, hold on, wait. I'm asking this part of the question, bro.
Hold on. Even now, at my old base, Keesler Air Force Base, there is a major there named Brad Wheeler. He has circumvented ever since he's been there to live there. He has made it to where even if he gets TDY deployments or anything, that nigga don't fucking move. He has decided, been there over 15 years. What are you talking about? Because he's still there. When I was there, it was 5 years ago. So trust me, people have ways of circumventing things, from moving, from relocating bases, to doing all these different things. It is very common for people, and hold on, it is very common, and I'm just using him as an example because he has tenure, but there's also been individuals there who have only been there for 5 years, who rub shoulders with the upper heads and don't move for fucking shit, who get everything that they fucking want.
Alright, but can you answer my question, Ms. Park?
I will, Samoa.
Okay.
Pause at rubbing shoulders with the upper head.
It's called
Alright, so real quick, Ms. Park, can the military deny a request of retirement because of some sort of a deployment or something coming up? Can they deny the request to retire?
Yeah, it would be strange that happens since they were deployed.
Wait, hold on.
2 months after.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ms.
I'm sorry. It depends on the type of retirement and what they're going for. So if they're a critical need or if it's something like that, no. Management issues pop up.
Just for Mr. Clark on the phone, like, just get it, bro. Like, we don't want to hear you. We want to hear you.
Let me just say this.
Shut up! Somebody's talking. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
I'm clarifying the timeline.
Shut up! You can't clarify. The person not done talking. Shut the fuck up. God damn. Go ahead.
Alright, go ahead, bro.
I'm sorry. Look, there are ways.
I was trying to clarify the timeline. He retired, then the deployment notice. Just to be.
Yeah, we know.
No, that's not what he had just described.
Deployment just didn't pop out of nowhere, bro.
Right, they were getting notice back in 2004.
Anyway, so go ahead, Mrs. Lee. Go ahead, Mrs. Clark.
How long before the notice?
So typically before.
So he said 2004.
Let me answer Louis. Typically, Louis, when it comes to deployment, you know about a year in advance because Rocky knew a year.
You gotta prepare. Bro, you have to prepare for prepare for the poor man. They
It's
bring
your
you
Clark
a whole
on the
bunch of-
phone.
No.
Yeah, but anyways, go ahead. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Go ahead.
But that's not the case all the time.
This was Bush sending emergency troops into Iraq, or was that Afghanistan or Iraq, right? This was time period, right?
Mr. Clark, help us.
GRF. You know when that hey something can pop up because you know they have people that are on GRF just in case like emergencies or what. You know if your company is signed it, you know like there's certain things that you can't do, like travel and all that sort of stuff because they might call you. But anyways, the point is this though. We were talking about stolen valid. This dude used, this dude not claimed. Other people even claimed, and he could clarify on record that he never clarified. That this is the only reason why they call him a stolen valid. They're not saying that he wasn't in the military. They're saying that he was not a combat veteran.
Honestly, if that's the only straw y'all grab,
That's what stolen valid is. You know, combat veteran is something that's different.
he spent 4 years over the
No one's talking about him, sir.
retirement limit, bro. I think he's
No one's talking about that. We all give him that. We talk about combat veteran.
Nick, you're the only vet I know who like is saying this shit.
What? What is this, bro? People get called out on that all the time. Hey, listen.
No, Nathan. You gotta control your atheism. It's his opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
It's an opinion piece, bro.
I'm just saying, people get called out all the time, bro. Like, then they claim stuff what they didn't do. Oh, yeah, man, I served over there in Afghanistan and we jumped in, blah, blah, blah. Someone say, oh, for real? And it sound kind of funky. Oh, where were you? Oh, blah, blah, blah. And you can't answer those questions. They got stolen valid.
But yo, Nathan, he never said, oh, yeah, I was up there with them. We had did this and did that. I don't think he said that.
He did. He said that I used guns when I was in war. I used weapons when I was in war.
I'm going to ask you to source up now for you.
He just gave me.
Louis.
No.
It's okay, Louis. If you don't want to believe it, don't believe it.
No. I need a source from you for that. When Afghanistan was being discussed, he chimed in and said, yeah, I was part of that. Can you source that up, please?
No, on his website, when he was running for,
can you source that up for me, Fort?
on his website when he was running for, I guess, governor or whatever in Minnesota, he actually wrote it out. That's how he retired.
What he said?
I was saying, like, when he was running for office for a state, for Minnesota, he had it on his website. Yeah, he had it on. It's like, I can forgive you for misspeaking. Like, I'm keeping it in. Like, somebody misspeak is all about verbiage, but when you type it out, like, you know what I'm saying, and you're putting it as your bio, you're using this as, hey, vote for me, military people, vote for me because of this. Yeah, it's a level of the separate.
He wrote like he served in Afghanistan. That's what we were talking about, just to be clear.
Yeah, man. You know what? I think this topic is dead. Yo, listen, I only jump back on this app.
Yeah, so Ford, are you gonna source up where it says he served in where he said he served in Afghanistan? Or you're not gonna do that?
Hold on, wait. So let me
Or you just talking on your
Let's cut off Puffman. Puffman wasn't finished. What are you saying? Go ahead, Puffman.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh, I thought it was.
Go ahead, Puff.
Oh,
he was in the middle. Who we cut him off? You felt the need to.
No, he said he wanted to move the topic.
No, he didn't. He said he came out here. He said he came here for one person and he got cut off. I didn't even hear the person he called.
Yeah, lying. So lying probably go ahead. Lies.
All right, so you want to move the topic, bro?
Oh,
I mean, Lion is not here.
Yeah, I think it's
Lion is lying.
Wow.
All right, real quick, Louis. So Louis, all right, so I'll put the video in the chat. So the 5-star family, they talk about the Afghanistan deployment, and he doesn't correct the record.
Yeah, that's what I thought you had originally said, right? And that's fine. I could accept that, but that's not. You're talking about quote unquote a live commission. If we can even fucking consider it a live, if we even want to do that. But
oh my God,
it would be a live omission of not saying, oh wait,
Say lie.
You wanted them to fall and say, well, wait 1 second, guys, I had no part of that operation. So
Louis, it was a good lie there. I got you.
Hey, Nathan, real quick. All right, Louis, real quick question, right? And I'm not pointing out anybody specifically, right? If somebody walks around, right? If somebody puts something up, let's just say like a PTR hypothetically, right? People come into the room.
Oh shit! No, keep going.
And people come into the room and they're like, oh, wow, you look handsome. Yeah, you look handsome. And you don't correct the record that that's not you? Are you being deceptive and lying?
Yes, but I would say it would be more deceptive to join in with the lie. To be like,
well, yeah. We deployed this state when we were in Afghanistan. I used these weapons. I used these
Let's be real. I just said yes. It's a lie.
He said it's a good lie, though.
But it's a lie.
He said it's a lie of submission.
Of omission.
That's a good lie, right?
No. I don't think lies will make it be bad. They could definitely be bad.
It's just a lie, then. Let's just keep it like that.
No,
he lied. He was dishonest. He just
it's not the nefarious lie that you guys are making. And I don't even, like I said, I don't even know if I can consider it.
You don't think that a person who served,
if niggas sitting next to me talking
who was in some type of combat
in Afghanistan, and I'm like,
yeah, because you don't think that it's important for someone to I guess use the fact that they was in some type of combat, but it's
I'll admit I'm going completely cold. Samo, if you could drop that video, maybe if I see like how that interaction goes down, I could speak more to it, but it sounds like a couple people were talking about their service in Afghanistan. He just kind of stayed quiet, and I don't think you could take that to be one way or the other.
Nodding, right? Like he's nodding, like yeah.
They went to Afghanistan. Yeah.
I'll put the video.
Look at this.
Yo, that Kool-Aid is.
Yo, this shit is crazy.
Alright. Drop off the Kool-Aid. This is the Trump fucking like, let's be real. Like, there's nothing Trump can do. There's nothing Trump can do.
We're not even talking about that. We're talking about that. No. We're not talking about that. You always go into this. Yeah. You're not trying to think what about it.
Lose your vote.
What would convince you that he had stolen it? That he did stolen it?
Yeah, there's nothing you can do to lose any of your votes.
What would convince you that was stolen that?
This informed voter would tell you that.
Wait, what happened?
That over on the quote-unquote.
I didn't catch it.
Alright, what are you doing?
So I didn't really catch it.
Shit, but you ain't no
Anyone else here?
I'm gonna look the other way.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't park there.
We'll get a camera.
You can't park there.
Matter of fact,
What made Trump do to lose your vote? What did Trump do to lose your vote?
fucking move, bitch.
For example,
You can't. Power in government, except for the big guy. He can do shit where he can spend a lifetime spilling out bullshit that he never accomplished, and not only that, but also actually be known to be a swindler of words, meaning somebody who does not have any thoughts for themselves. They constantly go out cheering shit that other people. Meaning not authentic.
Children. You could be 45, 60 years and the government will not do shit.
Are you voting for Trump?
You could open the border.
My vote doesn't matter because my vote is private.
Oh, so you want? Okay, that's cool. I'm not gonna pressure.
No, I'm a constitutional.
I'm just gonna say.
I'm a constitutional.
Wait.
That's all I'm saying.
If you are, wait, real quick. I swear to God, I'll be quick. I'll let you talk. I'll be silent. But I'm gonna say, if you are voting for Trump, right, with everything
It's
you
a
said.
documented fact. You can look anywhere you want. I mean, maybe 85%, up at 90%. Okay? But when someone argues with me, when someone says it's not the truth, and then when I ask them for their truth, their response is those three magic words, I don't know. Well, critical thinking will tell us, how can you tell me that what I'm saying is not the truth if you don't know. That makes no sense whatsoever. However, Nahar, don't worry about it. The reason why it frustrates me is because you're not the only one that does that. Dr. James takes.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
yes.
going to say, I have
Yeah.
the stats pulled
Yeah.
up, but I also think, Nahar, it's important to understand that accuracy versus meaning and intent in conversation is an important thing to consider. Yeah, so by saying 90%, he was just going in it and just saying, like, a hell of a lot of people, like the vast majority, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's where we're going. And there's no need to nitpick or get in.
That sounds
Nitpick
like
or get into Nahar.
Don't interrupt him on, Nahar. Don't interrupt him on.
Nitpick. So, but I'm going to read the actual stats from IPSOS, which is a survey organization that did a global survey of 26 countries. And of those 26 countries, and I know there's tons more countries than that, but I'm sure they tried to do a good sample. 40% believe in God as described in Holy Scriptures. So that's one version.
Yeah.
20% believe in a higher spirit, but not as described in Holy Scriptures.
Yep.
21% believe in neither God nor any higher spirit, and 19% are not sure, don't want to say.
Okay, so that's like 60%. That's like 60% believe in God.
Like, yeah, and then the other ones are like, I don't know, I don't care, and other ones are, just like. It's about 20% are like hard atheists.
Yeah, and Nahar, you can certainly say in your mind it's not true that God exists because you don't believe in God, and therefore you can say that's not true. But that's what we were not talking about, whether or not God exists. We were talking about what percentage of the population believe in God. I said it was 90%. Cora, if I heard her correctly, paraphrasing, 60% do, then another 20% are agnostic, and then another 20% are atheists. I would suggest to Cora, and because I have not heard this before, when she looks at the study or examines the study, make sure that the study is differentiating between
No. We are now rebranded as Adrian Dittman, Elon Musk Films Incorporated.
This nigger, I swear to God. I wish a motherfucker would. I really did. I've been re-atomized by my family.
They re-atomized you?
Hey, how'd you like that pig in that coon ass fucking microwave?
That was nice. So, was it good?
Man, we had like in the big fucking barbecue grill, we had like 25 chickens.
Whoa.
Bro, we had a hamburger on that.
Fucking chicken is good. Hamburger is good. Pigs are good. Oh, they removed my content. Let's see why. It looks like he threatened or harassed others or targeted them with content or messages that shame or disrespect them. What the fuck? God damn, I can't even live stream Clown House anymore. It's crazy. It's just people say too much toxic shit. Hello?